What is going guys, Alex here and welcome back to my channel. I'm back once again with another sound test, and this time we are taking a look and listen to the new frog linear switches by Momoka. A huge shout out to Bespoke Keys for sending the switch for a review. All of the links would be on the description down below. Please do stick around at the end of the sound test as I give you my thoughts and opinion about the switches. A quick disclaimer guys, the sound may vary depending on your keyboard build, so without further ado, please do enjoy the sound test. That was the sound test for the frog linear switch. Let me know your thoughts about them on the comment section down below. I would love to have a discussion with you guys. If you have any questions, just ask away and I'll try to answer them. Before we talk about my thoughts and opinion about the switch, let's talk about the background of the switches. Again, this was sent by Bespoke Keys, and if you guys didn't know, Bespoke Keys are the makers of the famous EV01 switches. They also have the 02 and 00 unit switches. They also carry a bunch of other keyboard stuff that you might need, so please do check them out. All of the links would be in the description down below. The frog switches was manufactured by Momoka, and a pack of 10 switches would cost you around $5. It is also stated that it comes in pre-factory lube. And this is actually my first time hearing about them, so if you guys knew about Momoka, the brand, way before, let me know in the comment section down below. And what I can see is that they're like a new upcoming company that might focus on budget keyboard products, But let's go back to the switches, and you already know, let's break down the materials that was used on the switch. As you may have noticed, this is a 3-pin switch. We have polycarbonate for the top housing. We have nylon for the bottom housing. And of course, we have POM for the stem. Then we have a 62-gram bottom out for the spring. If you can also notice, the top housing has a ridge on the front side. And I also love the colors. The gray bottom complements the teal stem. It's a very nice combination. So finally, let's talk about my opinion and thoughts on the frog linear switch by Momoka. By the way guys, the switches were stock and no film was added. For the feel, to be honest, I'm pleasantly surprised and amazed how good this feels with an actuation force of 55 gram. So you can actually feel the actuation when typing. It also has a soft bottom out. They also claim that it has a longer actuation distance, thus reducing the typos. I was actually making less typos as it felt like I can confirm when I press or hit the key. Though I'm not really sure if that was the case. So please take this with a grain of salt, as it varies depending on your typing experience or your typing techniques. It did come pre-lube with a mix of GP01 and I think with GP205, and it seems fairly consistent. I didn't feel them as well. There was little to no stem wobble, and the housing is really tight. Now for the sound, I actually don't have much to say about them. It's fairly decent enough. It has a subtle clack or high pitch on my Vega, which you already know that's my preference when it comes to acoustics of the switch. I was again surprised how the pre-factory lube is fairly consistent. I didn't notice any spring or lift ping on stock. So overall, I've tried a lot of switches and I'm pleased to say that this switch is actually passable or good enough to be used as stock. And I know guys, in the previous video, I said that having a lube switch is much better than having it on stock. But please, let me just make an exception for this one. It's really smooth out of the box. I've barely noticed any scratches, spring or lift ping. So it's like little to none. And would I recommend getting them? Yeah, for newcomers, this is a really good linear switch to pick up. With the pricing, it's kind of decent. If you have a 65% layout, it would cost you around $35 for 70 pieces, which is not bad as the switches are exceptionally smooth. You can also opt not to lube them, but if you want to lube them, I would suggest to lightly lube it. And for us who are already in the custom scene, it's still a yes. If you are into linear and want to try something new, this would be a good pickup. And as I always suggest, what I do is if I want to try a different switch, I always get 30 to 40 pieces, and because it will be enough to fill up my alphas and modifiers. And if I really like it, I go from there. And it would actually save you up a bit of money when trying out new switches. So that is it guys. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did. Again, thank you so much Bespoke Keys for sending them over. If you liked the video, please don't forget to smash the like button. Let's aim for another 80 likes and share if you want. And of course, subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys on the next Soundtest. Peace.